All right, we're going to be working on page 178. So I have 9,852 divided by 93. We first need to estimate that. I know that 9,852 is close to 10,000. And 93 is close to 100. So if I have zeros when I divide, I can cross them off evenly on both my divisor and my dividend, and they do not return. Then I can divide one by one, and I get 1, and then add the remaining 0. So my answer needs to be close to 100. I'm going to use graph paper to help me, or not to help me, but to show my work. If you are using this video in class, you need to make sure that you're showing your work as well. And you really should be using the videos to check your work or to help you when you're stuck. So I need to think about how many times does 93 go into 9? Well, that would be 0. How many times does 93 go into 91? It would be 1. I multiply, get 93. Then I subtract, and then I bring down. How many 93s go into 55? Well, 0, because 55 is smaller than 93. So I'll put a 0 here, and then I'll bring down the 2. How many 93s go into 52? I need to multiply, right? I need to guess and check. I can think of this as 90, and then I can think of my 9 facts. Well, 9 times 6. What's 9 times 6? 9 times 6 is 54. So 90 times 6 would be 540. Let's see if 93 times 6 works. And with this, it's just some guessing and checking. And when we have to guess and check, we know we really need to pay attention and persevere. 3 times 6 is 18. Regroup this one. 54 plus 1 is 55. Well, that is too many. So I need to adjust my quotient and go down 1. What is 93 multiplied by 5? 45 plus 1, 46. So let's see if that works. If my remainder is smaller than my quotient, my divisor, then I'm good to go. I need to remember to regroup. 12 would be 7. Can't do that. So 14 minus 8, or 6 is 8. And my remainder is 87, which is smaller than 93. I'm going to practice writing this as a fraction. So 105 and 87 93rds. I'm going to make sure I write that in here. If I'm doing this in class, I want to keep that graph, my scratch paper with me for when your work is checked. Circle the number that shows the decimal rounded to the nearest hundredth. So 2 places behind the decimal. Well, I'm not even going to look here. I want to check. I want to do the work first. So the 5 would make the 8 become a 9. So I should have 7 and 59 hundredths. And there we go there. Round to the nearest hundredth. I have a 0 in the hundredths place. Behind the hundredth is a 4. 4 or less, let it rest. So it would just be 5, 0, 0. And then I have a 7. Behind the 7 is a 2. 4 or less, let it rest. So that leaves me with 23 and 7 hundredths. Using only digits 6, 9, and 1, write the largest decimal less than 1. What can you write? So decimal here, nothing in my ones place. I'm going to take my largest digit and put it in the tens place. My next largest digit, put it in the hundreds place. And then my next largest, or my smallest digit, in the thousands place. And I just wrote 961 thousandths. Using only digits 6, 9, and 1, what is the smallest digit you can write? Well, the smallest would be a 1 in the tenths place, a 6 in the hundredths place, and a 9 in the thousands place. So we're just taking the smallest number and putting it in the biggest value. and the smallest value is putting the biggest number. What is the value of the 6 in each number? Would be 6/100. Gwen is 7/8 of the way through her race. She saw her parents cheering when she was 2/3 of the way done. How much of the race has Gwen ran since she saw her family? Oh, I love it. Fractions of mean to multiply. And then I'm just going to put R for race. And then here we just multiply, right? Denominator times denominator, numerator times numerator. So she was 24/12 of the way through her race. Bonus points if you're able to simplify that. And problem 5, I want you to do on your own based on what you thought about problem 5. Otis gave an answer of 5/5 for problem 4. Use estimation to explain how you know the answer is incorrect. So how do you know his answer was incorrect?